This lesson, when we talked about the volume of our rectangular prism, we started off by saying that we find the area for all shapes by doing the same thing. So when we looked at the area of a rectangular prism, we said, okay, we had to find the area of the base times the height. Well, the area of the base was length times width, and that's how we got our formula. Well, same thing is true for all of our figures. If we're going to look at the formula for the volume of a triangular prism, why am I not being attached here? Hold on a second, see if we can find this for a second here. There we go. It's the same formula. We need the area of the base. Times the height. The only thing now is we have a different base. So if we bring in our base now, we need the area of our base times our height. So it takes us back to looking at an area of our base. The other day when we talked about the triangular prism, we talked about the area of a triangle being the base times the height, which is A times B, but that would be a full rectangle. So we divided that by 2 to get the area of a triangle. So A times B divided by 2 and then times the height. And then that gives us our formula for a triangular prism. Now all I did was switch the divided by 2 at the end. It doesn't change the problem, so you really can divide by 2 at any point you want it. So A times B times H divided by 2. Okay. So this is our fifth formula, the volume of a triangular prism. Now, let's try one of these. So if you can take out, you want to take out a calculator or a single sheet of paper or pencil, paper and pencil. Now, again, one of the keys here is you got to make sure that you have the right A, B, C, and H. Even though in this formula we're not using C at all, we still want to be able to at least identify it. And those three things come from the same triangle that we talked about when we did our surface area. So there's our A, B, and C, and they need to be in least order. So A, B, and C is 6, 14. We're not using C for this, but it would be 18. Therefore, our height is 20. So using that, I would like you to see if you can find the volume of this shape. A times B divided by 2 times H, or A divided by A times B times H divided by 2. Either one. Okay. Once you try it, when you've finished it, you can restart the video and watch the solution. All right. Hopefully, if you did it correctly, you got an answer of 840 centimeters, and this is volume, so it's still cubic centimeters. Okay. All right. I'd like you to try one more, but like our last assignment, I'd like you to find the volume of this first, and then the surface area. Okay. So if you want to pause the video for a second, try the video, or try the problems, and then you can restart the video for the solutions. All right, now that you've had the chance to try this, again, one of the keys to here is making sure that you understand where your A, B, and C are first, and then what the height is. So A, B, and C come from the triangle. So 30, 40, 50 need to be from least to greatest, with our height equaling 35. So here's our height, here's our A, B, and C. So volume, A times B times H divided by 2 gives you an answer of 21,000 millimeters cubed. Our surface area, which if you remember was A times B, then each 1 times H, A times H plus B times H plus C times H, equaled 5,400 millimeters squared. Okay. Assignment for tomorrow is, I was reading this because I wasn't sure what was there. If you look at it, this was just a humorous thing that was on a student's math test. The problem said find X, and there was the problem, and the student's answer to that was, here it is. It was just a joke. They didn't mean, it is what it is. Today's assignment is going to be a worksheet. Worksheet numbers 1 through 6. I'll attach the worksheet to my webpage. So if you need a copy of it, you can get it from there. You do want to make sure that on the worksheet you are finding both the volume and the surface area for all 6 problems. So even though there's 6 problems, you will have a total of 12 answers for your assignment.